We are back here at MLG going into game number 3 between MarineKing and Party. I think this map, because look, Taldaram, we saw that was, I don't want to say a map win, but he definitely manipulated Party, did the geography of the map in such a way that he just forced MarineKing to run out of gas. This map is going to work a little bit differently, and we're going to get into that after I introduce the players. Actually, Artosis, you introduce the players.
All right. In the top left, if you think that he can make it to a rematch against DRG, then I want to hear you cheer. It is MarineKing Prime.
Handsome MarineKing Prime, apparently from Party.
He's a handsome guy.
He is.
But you know who else is handsome? This guy in his Protoss play. Let me hear you cheer for Parting.
All right, so Artosis, I'm going to pick your brain for a minute. What do you think about the architecture on this map for this matchup?
Well, you know, the third base is so easy to get. It's on top of a ramp. You have a little ramp there that you can go over to it on. And so they can get their third bases, but that thin area can be a point of contention. You know, if you have two groups of units trying to, if a Protoss takes a quick third base, you have two groups of units, one at the main ramp and one at the other ramp, then the Protoss has to walk back and forth. But anything on that little valleyway in between, on that little thing where the rocks are right there that we're looking at, the Marines, the Marauders, the Vikings are going to destroy. So, for instance, if you go Colossus and you have them in there, there's no way to stop the Vikings from killing them. So that part of the game can be very rough. But once you get past that part and you have enough on both sides to hold it, the force fields really do wonders.
You know, I think the way that the expansion setup should fan out in this game is both players just going towards the right side of the map. Expansion after expansion after expansion.
Yeah.
The two middle expansions, middle left and middle right, I don't think Protoss can actually take those.
Yeah, Protoss, I would
Terran
say not.
Kind of can if they get like planetary, but then again, if those expansions are taken, it probably would be like
game.
it'd be late in the game.
Yeah.
Unless I guess maybe MarineKing contains them or something. Protoss actually, if they want to take one of the two middle expansions, we have seen players occasionally hide a Nexus in the middle right expansion because the odds of it being scouted are just so low.
Well, MarineKing this game going for a double barracks build, and that's going to allow him to put on a good amount of pressure. Parting, we don't know quite what he's going to do yet, but he's gotten 2 gases.
Yeah, we are watching these two players set up for the late game. That's very, wait a minute, did he, hold on.
Parting is going to scout right now.
No, hold on. Dude, what? He missed the scout. If we can check the vision here for MarineKing Prime on Parting's base. Oh, dude, he dropped the ball.
Oh.
He actually pulled the SCV away a millisecond too soon. So right now, MarineKing Prime is assuming that his opponent is in the upper right. This can screw up the build that you're planning on doing.
It definitely can. But Parting actually has no idea what MarineKing is doing either because he had a Marine down on top of the ramp and chased the probe away. It came too late. So he doesn't know if that's an expansion, if that's a 1-1-1, a 1 racks, a 2 racks. He has no idea. These two are in the dark right now.
Well, you know, sometimes, because everybody does that, where they sometimes pull the worker away a little bit too quickly because they're trying to be so optimal and efficient. But that can really mess up your rhythm.
And he just figured it out. Tasis going back across the map once again. And Parting is actually doing a robo build so far. No second gate yet, though, which is a little bit interesting to me. I'll have to see exactly what he wants to do with this. Oh! Okay, so basically what this is he's going to add on a couple gateways in a little bit, and he's going to make nothing but zealots. He has the 1 stalker. And by the way, I have to point this out first. He just walked down with those Marines first to chase away the probe from the watchtower so that he wouldn't see these Marauders coming. Right now, it looks like it's maybe just a little Marine pressure, but in fact, this is dangerous. He's going to have to back up here. He cannot lose that Zealot. He does not have a lot of units starting in Immortal, and he's got to get a sentry. He's trying to stall for time right now. He needs to launch a nice force field, and he does. But now that's going to come up here after that's done. This is a bad situation for Parting. He's probably going to have to end up pulling some probes here. He has to buy time until he has that Immortal out.
Okay. If he, all right, going for the pylon, hoping for a supply block, and he is supply blocked. So no more units now.
And here we go. He's got to target this Immortal just right. He's got to hit Marauders with it non-stop. He can't even shoot once at Marines. Bringing the probes up. He just does not have enough units yet, and these Marines have combat shield, so they are doing a ton of damage.
Oh, the Immortals could be gunned down.
So much trouble. More Stalkers warp in, but now parting. Oh, this is bad, man. MarineKing killing off his expensive units, killing off his probes. He really needs a heavy economy here, and he just does not have it. He did not see, by the way, MarineKing did not see the robotics bay. That is still something in the dark. Now, this build that Parting is doing, the Colossus timing attack, normally you get 1 or 2 with range. And you go in with Zealots, a single Stalker, and 2 Colossus with range. And if they mess up at all, they will die to it. But this time, he's killed off so many units. He was forced to make extra Stalkers. He killed off probes, so the economy is very weak for Parting right now. And he's going to have Stim ready. He's already going to have Marauders out. MarineKing looks great in this position.
Okay, well, we're going to see if this timing push works out. Occasionally, especially with one-base timing pushes, you don't exactly have a plan B.
Yeah, no, this is pretty much as all in as you can get. He's either going to kill him or he's going to lose. And in fact, his economy is so poor right now, and he's lost so many units that he hasn't even started another Colossus yet.
And let's go ahead and take a look at the poll results here and see what exactly the people voted on right before this battle begins. Oh, excuse me, we're going to get that up for you in a second. Anyways, back to this game. We are now going to see the attack. Let's see if it works. That's a pretty nice spread.
Yeah, nothing he can do quite yet with it. In fact, he's canceled the Thermal Lance. So he's not even going to get that. He's not making another Colossus.
Oh, is he going to try to transition out of this?
No, he's just going to all in with it. He's making a pylon. He's going to use a Colossus to spot on the high ground, warp in some Zealots there most likely, and just see if he can win. MarineKing, all he has to do is hold this. Oh, he's making sentries.
Oh, that's weird. I thought he was going to...
It's kind of a good idea.
Note the factory to draw a Stalker fire. Here we go.
And there's the stem, and he's going to target that down, and this is going to be GG. MarineKing advancing to the winner bracket finals. A wonderful 2 racks pressure build in the beginning, catching Parting off guard. A wild game, Tasteless. Guys, why don't you give it up for MarineKing Prime?
Very well played. Parting trying to do a quick win. MarineKing doing more standard play. He had that nice little rush. I think if he had not done that that jab right at the start, the attack by Parting could have worked.
And let's talk about the scouting for a second here. If Parting had scouted in the other direction and seen what MarineKing was doing, he would have been prepared and not lost everything. So it's funny how things change when you don't scout quick enough.
You're absolutely right. It can be a complete game changer. Day9 Wheat, talk to me.
I mean, I will say the one thing that really sets MarineKing Prime apart from the other, standard 2-raxers is MarineKing's willingness to delay his orbital command by just a smidge to get that second rack started so early. That makes that 2-racks pressure come all the earlier. And of course, MarineKing takes that a next step and says, the goal of this is not to try to just get up an expansion as fast as possible. I want combat shield first. I want to keep making SCVs. I want to be going for stim as quickly as possible. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. And it was not just the initial pressure that got MarineKing into a good position. It was that follow-up right when he got that combat shield to break down Parting's door that really sealed the deal.
And actually, that is the type, when I was talking about that early pressure versus Protoss, that's what I expected to see in Game 2. And I just think Tal'Darim, like, it's just not necessarily a good map for that. So as soon as Entombed came up, the moment those Marauders came out, yeah, the fact that he didn't scout it, just like you guys said, it looked pretty nasty from that point on.
And
so
now it's the rematch that everyone's
wanting
to look for. MarineKing Prime, who has just broken the Kong line and gotten first place, looking to do a repeat, and of course the Bamboo Zerg Dong Regu.
Yeah, additionally, we got some other great updates. Hopefully you guys will go over that. But great game, great series between MKP and Parting.
Seriously, it was. And You know, Parting's going to have to drop down that loser bracket and try to fight his way back up.
It's going to be tough. All right, we're going to be doing the winner bracket finals next, and that is
DRG against MarineKing.
DRG against MarineKing. Excuse me. So stay tuned. Tastes and Toasts will be back soon with more StarCraft 2 action here at MLG.